I hope I'm getting a straight thing out of you.
Floor number 4.
Floor number 4. Jim.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Say hi, Shannon.
Hi.
So Jim and I are here and Shannon and Jamie are here in
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
And we're at our quarterly
Summit.
for restaurant owners, highly successful restaurant owners. Jim owns a bunch of restaurants. Jim and Shannon own a bunch of restaurants in Ellensburg, Washington. Jim, how many chefs have you had over the years?
8.
8 chefs. You have, what, 4 restaurants, 5 restaurants?
5 restaurants.
5 going on the brewery for 6, number 6.
Yeah.
So you've had a lot of head chefs, we're talking about, executive chefs
Yeah.
in your restaurants. But you have a lot of cooks working for you.
Yeah,
You
lots
must
of
have,
cooks.
you must have, what, a couple hundred employees?
Yep, 150.
150 employees, wow. What is the number one,
I think I just did that on film. I was doing that.
what is the number, good thing this isn't live.
Highly successful restaurant owners.
What's the number one downfall of most chefs? What don't they understand in this business?
They don't understand cost of goods sold, their food cost.
Because I've experienced chefs that don't even know how to do inventory.
It's crazy.
And then once they know how to do inventory, they don't know what numbers to divide into the other number. To
I've had
figure
chefs
out.
that know how to do inventory, know about food costs, and just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
They don't do it.
Or they do the inventory, they divide the numbers, but they don't take time to actually make sure that the inventory numbers are accurate going into the computer.
Yeah.
So they're running a half-ass spreadsheet on Excel and saying, oh, this is what I paid for romaine lettuce 6 months ago.
But
Or
it's not current.
Not current. Or they'll go in and put like, they'll bump up the numbers so it makes it look better for their sales or for their inventory items. And they'll just go in and just bam. And I'll look at the thing, I'm like, we don't have $1,000 worth of parchment paper. We have 1 case of parchment paper, $39. Because the conversions aren't accurate.
Yeah.
Or they're just going in and saying 1 parchment paper when they would just put it into the computer totally wrong.
It's the only business I know where you take the leader of the restaurant, the professional of the restaurant, and they don't understand the numbers of the business.
The numbers, right. The tile guy knows he pays $2 for a tile and he needs to charge $8.
The sales manager at a car lot knows how much the car cost them to
Right.
buy.
But you have highly trained professionals that go to school,
Yeah.
get degrees, and have no idea of the profit margins.
Yeah.
No idea of the profit margins. They have no idea how to figure out the profit margins, and they're too lazy to do it.
And oftentimes don't even care about the profit margin.
They don't, because it's not their money.
Yeah.
It's not, I've experienced that a long time with chefs.
Yeah.
They're just buying stuff. I'm like, why are you buying that? I
Fine.
told you to buy
Fine.
it from the other person.
Cool.
And it's like 2 cheeses, same cheese, 2 different distributors.
Exactly right.
30 cents, same brand, but they don't care. What are some other highly underrated qualities of chefs? That chefs, first of all, a lot of people call themselves chefs.
So
Right.
here's what a chef is to me. A chef is a manager, a really highly skilled manager that can train people how to make profitable food consistently over and over and over. And so that's what a chef is to me. Chef really to me means really good manager.
Good manager.
Yep.
Motivate staff.
Yeah,
Manage staff.
sure. I think sometimes chefs know too much.
True.
Right? I want them to know the numbers. I want to put out consistent food. I want them to care about the guest and whether or not they left happy consistently over and over and over. Right? So,
Cool. So next project is a brewery?
brewery.
When's it
Which
opening?
reminds me,
Beer.
we have beer.
We got some beer.
What do we got?
We got Victory 12th anniversary. I don't even know what style it is, but it's a beer that's been aging in the cellar at Aroma Time, and we're enjoying it here in Maryland. So, food costs. I don't know what that cost me, by the way.
I can't get it open, so your food cost is going to remain the same. Here's the thing about food costs, too. What's your ideal food cost, and what's your actual
Food cost.
Sometimes people know what their ideal is, but their actual is so far off, right?
So I know a lot of chefs who said to me, well, our food costs on the burgers 25% or 24%. I said, how'd you know that? Well, I figured out how much a beef cost, and I figured how much the bun cost, and I figured how much we were selling it for. But they didn't figure out how much waste there was. They didn't figure the waste. They didn't figure how much bacon they burned.
Yeah.
They didn't figure how much stuff went in the garbage. They didn't figure how many things we had to comp because they overcooked it.
Yeah.
So their calculated 25% food cost is now 33, 35.
Yeah.
And they didn't think that, oh, the pickles.
Or you go the complete opposite way, and they go, oh, my food costs, and they know what they spent on food for the month, and they know what they use, and that number is accurate, but
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with what it should be. So sometimes even the owners are like, oh, my food cost is, let's say, 30%, and they're happy with it. But their actual ideal food cost might really be 25%. So where'd that 5% variance go?
Right.
Those are the
Right.
things you're talking about.
So if you're doing $1 million in food sales and you can shave 1% off your food costs,
$10,000.
$10,000 in your pocket, in
Yeah,
the
so
bank.
So that 5% variance is $50,000. If we ordered $50,000 in food today, Marcus, here we are in this nice room in Baltimore, it would fill up the entire room
Yeah,
easily.
easily.
Yeah. So it's a lot of food, right? $50,000 would feed your community for the month.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
So those are the kinds of things that drive me a little bit nuts, right? That when you start thinking and really caring, like your restaurant, more farm to table, things like that, the people that are working to produce those quality products, and then we're wasting it, right? Because we're not accountable. So
They're not accountable.
Hey,
They get their
beer.
paycheck.
Got the beer open.
All right, let's have a beer.
Here's yours.
This is I'm sorry, Victory.
Victory Brewing.
This smells very malty.
Liquid Luxury. I like that.
This smells very, very.
Cheers.
Look at that.
Here's to pork cost.
Pork cost. Oh, very malty.
Really malty.
Really malty. Mm-hmm. I gotta look at the style of
I
this.
just got tongue punched.
The Belgian ale.
Belgium ale. Big malty Belgium ale. Victory. They're one of the largest craft breweries in the U.S. Them and the Southern Tier merged, joined forces.
This is an interesting meeting we're having right here, Marcus.
Yeah.
Drinking beers, and then we got the VIP room over here. The women that run our companies. Yeah.
They're
We
masterminding.
get to act like we know what we're talking about. Yeah.